back to chasing the dream on Alma, Missouri. So right now we're just doing some tillage. We finished up that larger cornfield. The harvesters are in the other field right now, working that. Then we got a field back by the house. I'm gonna double check. No. We actually have no more corn because that's alfalfa up there. Kept confusing that earlier. So we'll be done corn. We definitely take some more alfalfa off if we wanted. We got our 2 meadows to mow, that's for sure. And soybeans next month. We'll be able to take all those fields off as well. Kinda nice. So we'll then join 33 with 32 and 31. Make it all one field. Would be a nice addition to the farm. But yeah, everything else kind of going, moving along. I want to double check some plant cycles here. We can still plant wheat up until November, not too worried. Barley, we can plant this month. Rye as well, so rye will probably be the focal point. Have to go through many seeds for that. Just come down here, make sure everything's still running smooth. That grain dryer probably back up. Every time we come back into this game, it's always shut off. But yeah, we're out here. We got the Tiger Mate hooked up to the 620. So with them kind of stock, mulching all this down kind of a little bit with the stock, whatever you want to call them, rollers, would be probably the better word, stock cutters. That was just kind of just fill this over and then we'll do some planning on it. But actually, the thing we should look at too is precision farming, right? Gotta make sure everything's good. So we know it's only sand to the top. pH levels are fine. Nitrogen will be low. I thought we get one more year to corn and we just kind of throw down what we have for slurry. Call it good. Yields right now are not good on this field. So even with the size, our yield was quite off. We see them working that other field right now, and that is also in the low percent. But one of the things we can kind of do to probably fix that is get a good, I guess, yeah. So the focus will probably be nitrogen levels, I guess. Kind of weird because that one's still pretty high, even though we're going through it right now. We'll definitely have to revisit that because we want to get a better yield out of it, right? And that cover crop already kind of creates its own little fertilization, so we just have to kind of manage that where it's not too extreme. I think that's working out. That gives us, I mean, the amount of silage we create off that's huge. That's the key point right there. So I'll have to look into that. Figure out how do we We come over here. How do we create from outside that? Like crop rotation's good. Nitrogen is not saying it's terrible. pH is fine. Just maybe the loam. We come in here. Nitrogen's high in here. 150. These were in here before, so maybe that's part of the problem. Is the nitrogen's just too high? We got, let's jump into Lexion. And it's blocked. Means these two have now caught up to each other. Both trucks are back, so we're keeping that going pretty good. We're gonna have quite a bit of corn. Well, we should end up with a fair amount of beans on top of that as well with what we got planted. But maybe next year we turn one of these into a bean field. Probably this one. Try to take some of that nitrogen and those nutrients off the field. And then we maybe keep the other large one corn. Across the road we could probably do corn. For the most part, I think we're in a good standing. You know, Farming Summer 25 is coming up. I think I might continue this series depending on, you know, what we start raking in for money after this harvest season. I think we're gonna make some good money on the dried corn. Could be wrong, but yeah, I would like to. You know, it's gonna take a month or so before you start seeing mods really hit. Farming Summer 25, even though Farming Summer 22, they're pretty fast, and Giants just kind of said they're gonna work with modders to help them out. So it's just something I'm keeping in mind. Don't know how it fully plays out and everything, you know, but I think that's an opportunity there. So we'll see. This guy just drives through the crop. Love to not see that. So I do wonder if in FS25 that'll be an option to have AI destruction already part of the game. So when the AI screws up, I think they just want to not put it in because they want to avoid knowing that it will probably happen. As you just saw right there, the AI just drove right through it, which yes, the auto drive, and not base game, but you know what I'm talking about with the base game AI. Pretty dusty. We had like a little bit of rain last night. But it's pretty dusty, even though there's this weird haze over the valley right there. Like, look at that lighting. Barn in the distance and the shadows are in the haze line. We'll see. But, oh yeah, you know what? Let's go to the store. But, still nothing new. Still nothing new. I forgot we had that other one in the field too. We can turn into maybe winter wheat. Maybe I'll do that for the straw or the barley. Put barley in there maybe. We can use all those for feed processing too, so. Kind of get two good options out of it. Couple stocks here and there missed. Actually, what do we currently got? There's no truck driving off, right? Both trucks are still there, so I want to go down. I want to see that materials are missing again. We got 13,000 bushels right now, corn. Pretty wild. Only 65 bushels dried. We got plenty of propane. Wish it was a little bit faster, but it is what it is. Then dried corn does not pop up. Solid fertilizer prices going up. We might have to sell what we have down there. Make, 400 grand or so. We got some beef we gotta sell too. Which I'll probably do that next episode. Sell off the bulls we have. I'll show you right now. They're pretty good priced. So we got a couple that are just under 2 grand. So 13 there. That's it for them. And then I've taken out just all females in this one. I don't know if we have any that are close right now. Those are older, so we might have to think about moving them. Try not to let them get too old. I think technically they can go to like one more birthing cycle. You can kind of get away with it, but I don't think it's really cost effective either. Doesn't really make a supportive cost decision, if that makes sense. So, yeah. And I've been playing around with relight a little bit. If you're wondering why it's so bright on the horizon, using the Riverside lighting setup. I kind of like the shadow it casts. Sometimes it's a little too bright, like right there, but that might be also the brightness I have set for this map itself, or in my default settings. So I might have to change that a little bit. But other than that, I mean, I don't know, it gives a good looking texture, I think, to a lot of the equipment. Or it doesn't look as cartoony. But obviously sometimes there's a little bit of a glare on the equipment. But I don't know. I personally feel it adds a little more, and it doesn't tank the FPS like reshade can sometimes do. And reshade sometimes can just be glitchy. You can see a lot of flickering and stuff in the map you don't want to see. Don't get me wrong, reshade though can really do amazing things for photos. For the video side of it, I don't think it's of the quality that it could be. I think you have to really be selective with what you record. Actually, what we're gonna do now, those guys are cranking it out on that field. They might be done that field by the time we're done this episode. Well, nice, he's not out of manure yet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go pick up some more. But the cows are jumping into the mixing wagon. What we can do is we can try to clean up this yard, any manure that's left, and get it across the road. I know there's some left at the other barnyard as well. There's that bit. guess we gotta back in. Sometimes it seems to pick it up, sometimes it does not. But we should be able to get this pretty much empty. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be able to empty this out. There's quite a bit of slurry left too. Next thing I think we gotta haul over, get that taken care of. I'm trying to think. I think the animal dealer's open right now. After 5 o'clock, so I don't know. We should try to just do that this episode or not. Oh, he's good there. We're gonna plant tomorrow. I think it's not raining. Like I said, we'll do, I think, rye in these two fields again. I think rye. The next episode or the one after that, if it's October 2nd or October 3rd, we definitely have to do some mowing and get that silage made. That's what we're going to do with the alfalfa too. We're going to just turn it into silage. We still got a bunch that we haven't sold yet. Not too pleased. So it's just under where the market peak is, the max price. And we have a lot of it. I mean, we have almost 2 million liters. At 1.7 million liters of alfalfa and alfalfa hay. I think we can offload that. We go back down here, right? Yeah, alfalfa silage down to 15.2 yards. So I could definitely take some of that out. Move it down there. Distributing the silage from there. Going good. That's going good. So you know what? With the price of solid fertilizer, sometimes you get it in the first try. It is. Sometimes you don't. 1.2 kilometers. Oh, it should always come right to this point, right? Like if I was going a different vehicle, it technically should. One truck's already gone. The train's there. So that's good. We put a slow down here. And fire it up. I wonder why it always goes to the second car. I've noticed that a few times. So we actually have oats here. Interesting. So it says 313 yards of fertilizer. But we won't put oats in anything yet because this will be interesting to see how much this takes. But I should be able to get all that. I'm pretty sure this rail car right here takes like 150 yards. Like I said, we'll try to top it all off. I heard we had some oats here. We might just send those on their way. Did it say we had 2,000? Oats, we have 100,000 liters, $77. January is the peak. Usually Sedalia, so we could probably keep those there. But we'll just send nothing but solid fertilizer in this one. Another 40 yards and then it's on its way. At that door. This should throw a good chunk of money back in the bank account. Still kind of thinking we should purchase these fields here, connect ourselves a little roadway all the way through. Kind of like a shortcut. Even if we just kind of like connected these two. I guess there's that third little field right there I never saw. But connect these two and kind of have the roadway run through on the edge of this field up above it. We don't have to necessarily get rid of this whole tree line. Those other fields right there. And I would like to add those to that. I don't know. I just feel we could go a little bit bigger here with that. This patch of field. Bigger fields are a little easier to manage now. So just something to keep in mind, you know? You just gotta kind of allow the equipment you have to work smoother in there. Easier, one would say. Alright, let's see what we turn out here. Truck unloaded. Yes, I want to sell $379,000. Perfect. We're back up to $500,000, which is what we wanted. Let's enter this vehicle. See how much longer we got. Just under 7 minutes. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. We've been going for probably, what, a half-hour recording? Maybe a little less. I'm pretty impressed that, you know, they're kind of trucking right through this corn. I want to get it done before the rain that you see over there on the left comes into town and throws us off. But I think right now we're on a pretty good pace. But they're doing that. See, but I'm too worried about the rain slowing this guy down. Also don't want to make a mess of things. He's got about 20 more minutes, so work for him. So we just had those trucks deliver some more. And we're still going, silage going up. Crazy that we're not really pumping out the silage on both sides here. Thought it'd be going faster. Almost 15,000 bushels of corn between 3 fields. I mean, it will go past 15,000 bushels of corn. So we are in good place. We've got 2,800 bushels of seeds. We're doing well there. We can sell some of those, I bet. Actually, let's take a look. Seed price right now, it's still going down. But definitely some money to be made there. Just a note. Observation. We got barley in there, so we need liquid fertilizer. We need to get over there as well. And then they can keep producing because they got 808 bushels left over there. So it's definitely looking like a nice sunset. The grain cart's running right now to finish up his tasking. That other truck loaded as the other second truck just came back, so that actually worked out. They kind of, for the most part, have been running smooth enough where there hasn't been a conflict between them, which is good. Whoa, harvesters are on this side now. Did they get turned around? No, they're wow, they are working that field. I'm pretty impressed. Now it looks like our 620 with a Tiger Mate cultivator on it will end up finishing his last pass or so right there. Then he'll be able to go around the outside and do his headlands. It looks like we got a truck, yeah, on the way. So that's another load. And take a gander here. So wow, he's already got 442 bushels in there. Definitely not gonna be. So pretty much, I think they just finished up this, and we're just waiting on soybeans. Jump in here. I mean, that's what we're waiting on right now is soybeans. We get those harvested. We got, like I said, next episode, the focus probably planting this. We get that cultivator moved over to this side too. Get that all turned over. Get it prepared. We're just gonna plant without fertilizer. Plant some winter rye. That seemed to be okay. I mean, at least for the silage quantity, it seemed to work out great. So then I think the other field that we borrowed will rock picked. I think we're gonna make that barley field. And by that time, everything should be green state and we can start planting. That's when we'll mow everything down. So he keeps cutting off these harvesters. And I think what needs to happen, actually, is I need to jump in because they're both done. Like I said, they made a light work of this. You gonna drive up and dump into the other one? But this has happened once before. I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. Yes, he's blocked by an object. See if he folds up, if he'll keep driving forward and dump into him. No, I'm just doing Didn't mean to do that. We're gonna push him ahead just a little bit. Getting the color grading. Tried to use the tool, didn't really like it to the extent that it probably could be used. I mean, it's pretty similar to setting up relight and all that, I guess. Makes them else kind of fade into one another. I'd just like to maybe tone the sun brightness down a little bit. But there we go. So we'll get these harvesters cleaned up and make some room for that other one in our shop. Good that you got both of those taken care of. And like I said, we'll see what we can finish this truck off with. I don't think it'll be enough for him to automatically go on his way, so we'll have to probably give him a kickstart. Yep, so I'll have to bump him, get him going. The other truck should be coming back right now. I really don't need these over here, but this one I'll actually probably shut that off. And we'll see if we can find it here. There we go. Grain dryer. We'll send him on his way. And like I said, we'll get these guys tidied up and standing by for bean harvest. About a month away. Gonna get them off the field for right now. We'll give them a good pressure washing tomorrow. The only thing I will say about relight that I've noticed is sometimes you get these weird, like, overcast. Like when I just started that up, it was like a mud being flung overcast kind of thing. There we go. Put the lights off. And I think that's going to do it for this episode. Appreciate everybody for watching it. You guys, you know, I'm periodic with the video releases lately, and I do apologize for that, but you guys have been on top of sharing them, getting word out there. And really just, you know, whether it's in Discord or not, you guys are having the conversations, giving me some good ideas to go forward with FS25. Some things we're going to probably looking to try in for that, so I appreciate it. Until next time, Farmer Taz out.